Well, finally beaten a soul-crushing tower, which I'm very happy about, and today we are going to be going through it. They've made a cool new portal room as well. But we're going over to the old one. So yeah, those of you guys who don't know, this tower is basically tower of difficulty chart. So it gets harder every floor. So as you can see, this first floor is really easy. And the next few floors are as well. Here, I like going onto the back of the ladder, just because it's quicker, no other reason. Here, this is the shorter way, these one studs. It's a bit harder, but you could also go around and go the longer way. Already onto floor 3, I recommend jumping up there to skip a few jumps. Yeah, all these floors are very short. For this spinner part, I recommend jumping off this spinner straight onto this spinner, because it's actually easier than jumping onto the steel platform, because you actually hit your head on the platform above. There's also a lot of shortcuts in this tower, so here you can just jump straight above. And then this part, you've got a wrap around, so you can just jump on top of it. So, and again, here you can kind of go up to there. Floor 5, you could just do a high jump right above these wraparounds, like that. This tightrope, I use the alignment keys on, just because you can. This head hitter is pretty mean. I recommend having around half your body off the edge like that, and then do the head hitter. Easiest way for me. Onto floor 6. Got some half stud kill brick parts. Here, don't do the wraparound, jump on top of it, and then straight to here. Heal here if you need to, and then do some more half stud jumps, which aren't too bad. And then this is the really annoying tightrope because it's pretty small, so I recommend going slow, but you can't use the alignment keys, so you just have to take your time, which is really annoying. But once you get to the end, this corner clip, I know a lot of people like doing corner clips kind of forwards, like that, but this one is really risky if you do it that way. I recommend going sideways, and then turning sideways like that. It's so much less risky, because if you go forwards, there's a high chance of you just getting absolutely flung. These are conveyors. Just keep jumping on them, you'll be fine. And then this last one needs to launch you. And then you've got a 9 stud wraparound and a 9.5 stud wraparound. Pretty easy. And then we have a lot of small jumps. Again, for these ones, I like to use the alignment keys. You don't have to, though. And then here there's a dance glitch. And now we are coming up to the hardest jumps of this floor, which are these ones right here. These are pretty long jumps, so I recommend doing it like I do. So sideways, and then jump, and then sideways and jump, sideways, and jump. Once you've done that, you're pretty much done. One last conveyor. This jump, I recommend jumping first and then going forward, so then you have more height. And now you've made it onto floor 8. This is where things start getting too soul crushing, I guess. Starts off really easy though, with these conveyors. Right, now here, there's a 10 stud wraparound on a half stud. What most people do, me included, is skip it, basically by kind of doing this and then flicking. But it's a really inconsistent skip. It could take you ages. So I actually found a better way that someone showed me a few days later, which is you can just kind of jump on it and then do a high jump technique, like that. If you can high jump, then you can do that skip. It is so much quicker. And then here, kind of keep jumping until your cursor is just at the edge, and then do a head hitter. Now we're getting to some small jumps, which again, what I do is I use the alignment keys. And what you want to do is go into first person and make sure your mouse is directly in the center with your alignment keys. Like that. Once you've got them in the center, zoom out and go kind of sideways view like this. Then use the alignment keys. And that way you don't have to worry about jumping to the side, you just have to worry about over jumping or under jumping. They're not too bad once you get the hang of them. Then for this conveyor part, that first one, jump early because it's really easy to over jump that one. Wall hop. A lot of the wall hops in this tower are blind wall hops, which means you can't see where you're supposed to do the actual wall hop, which is annoying. So you'll just have to follow where I do them, kind of. But then here, these are 12 studs. Last jumps of this floor. 12 studs aren't that hard, but these ones are actually pretty annoying. But just do them how I do them, and you should be good. Floor 9, this is where you get a lot of wall hops starting to come up. So here, just kind of do them where I do them, if you don't know. But it can be pretty scary when you get hit for the first time. This wraparound is actually really easy. You just kind of need to go onto the edge, and then aim your arm just around the wall, so that you're jumping as straight as possible, kind of like that. And then here there's a lodge where you're supposed to kind of glitch in. What most people do is just high jump. If you don't know how to high jump, just jump against the wall and eventually you'll go on top. Even though that sometimes takes ages. Now we're at the part that I failed on the most on this tower. These are wall hops. These ones here, I failed on so many times. So you kind of have to go sideways, but when you're doing the actual wall hop, you need to be holding W or whatever your forwards key is, because otherwise it will not let you do the wall hop. Yeah, I failed on those so many times. This jump, lots of ways you could do this. My favorite way is just jump and then do a wall hop like that. And then here you've got a 12 stud jump. And now the last jump of floor 9. I do not like this jump. You basically have to hope that it lets you wall hop. You have to kind of wall hop around it like that. You just have to trust and hope that you don't mess up that one. And now onto the last floor. Starting off with a lot of wall hops again around this box. Again, you can use the alignment keys to wall hop. I prefer flicking. These ones are blind wall hops, so what I recommend doing is kind of wall hopping the air like that, so you can kind of see where you're supposed to wall hop. Once you get up here, you are on the final stretch. You just have some more 0.2 stud jumps. These ones I recommend kind of doing them like I do, so kind of having your character just out of first person, and then aiming your mouse to the things, to the poles. That's the easiest way for me. This really thin tightrope, you get to one of the worst jumps in the tower. This is a 0.1 stud you have to jump onto. So I recommend doing the same technique as you did on floor 8 with those small jumps, except this one's a lot harder because you have a lot less room to work with. So I recommend going back and forth across the tightrope until you get into the right spot. If you think you're going to jump a little bit too far, trying to line yourself up, do not risk it. Just jump backwards and then keep going back and forth. It may take a while, it took me a long time. Once you think you've got your character lined up, again, if you're not on PC, I don't really know how you do this, but go into first person and now do the same thing as you did on floor 8. As you can see, you don't need to land the last jump perfectly, because if you did, I would have failed it. But that is Tower of Difficulty Chart Classic for you. First Soul Crushing Tower probably will be your first Soul Crushing Tower, because it's the easiest one. But nevertheless, it's still a pretty big milestone. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.